But we do ask for, the family's privacy and respect while they are going through this grieving process. So we would ask for the community to please consider that and be empathetic to this family as they do grieve. With that, I will allow members of the family to speak as to who Elijah was and any personal feelings that they have. Then I'll come back and answer any questions that you members of the media have at this time.
First, I want to acknowledge that his mom did see the video, just like Attorney B'Ivory said. She saw it twice, and she is in agreement with what happened. I would also like to thank the Milwaukee Police Department for their transparency and their professionalism in handling this matter. I would also like to say that we don't know what happened. We don't know why Elijah made the call that he made, but that's not part of his character. Elijah, he was a son. He was the only son. And he was a good-hearted person. Again, like B'Ivory said, we gotta take this tragedy and look at it as a whole. A lot of times we see road rage in our community, but it just hit home this time for us. And I think we all can learn something from what happened today. And it could have been any one of us or any one of our kids, because we all are one seat away from making the wrong decision. So it's about thinking about our choices before we do something. And that's all I have to say.
I'm Elijah's sister. I really don't know what to say. That's my only sibling, my only brother. My brother was all I got, for real. That's my only sibling. And now he's gone, but my brother, man, I really don't even know what to say, but my brother, he wasn't, my brother don't even got a criminal background. My brother was a good person. Everybody loved my brother. I don't know, I don't got much to say, but I love my brother. He was really a good person. Long live my brother, for real.
Hello, everyone. So again, just to piggyback off of what was already said, I'm Pamela's sister. My name is Latrice Bell. My sister is definitely at rest with what occurred. Like our other sister stated, she did get a chance to watch the video twice. We're definitely sending our hearts out to the officer's family and himself, with recovering, because when something like that happens, you don't even know it's about to happen. So no matter what the officer was thinking or Elijah, you just don't know what to happen. And from the video that my sister saw, it just happened so fast, along with B'Ivory, Mr. B'Ivory. I mean, everything just happened so quick. We wish it wouldn't have transpired that way, and it did. And my nephew, he made a decision that he should not have made. And that's just something we have to live with. Him as a person, he was a son, a brother, a grandson, a nephew, a little brother to someone, my son, Jeffrey. A lot of times y'all hear about how good an individual was, but their actions don't depict who they were. But in this case, that's really who he was. That day, just a bad decision. And now we have to live with that forever. That's something we have to accept. We're going to accept. Again, we thank the Milwaukee Police Department everyone who came out. You know, we even seen Von them out here, you know, like the community really came out. We didn't want anyone to riot, get to, you know, going off about anything. We just really wanted to know and keep things settled because, again, we are one community. We all need to join together at some point in time. And everything that's occurring around the city of Milwaukee, it has to change. So no matter if you have an encounter with a police officer or just a regular civilian on the street. At that time, I don't believe Elijah knew that it was a police officer, but whether it was or it wasn't, the encounter should have been different. Encounter should have been different out the gate. So with that being said, not only continue to pray over our family, his family as well. Again, we don't need anything else to come out of this. My sister, she's very satisfied with the outcome. They showed her, we're okay with that. That's what it is.
Any questions?
In the video you watched, did it appear that the off-duty officer identified himself as an off-duty officer to Elijah?
I didn't see where he identified himself. What we do, we also have a video as well. It's not as clear as the one in which the Milwaukee Police Department has in their possession, or should I say the West Allis Police Department. I want to also thank them as well. The West Allis Police Department was present. The captain was present. They made themselves available for any questions and so forth. But the video in which we possess, we do believe that after the officer retreated at some point, we think he went and got a lanyard and kind of put that on at some point. But we don't believe he identified himself as an officer prior to.
We heard from some people that this may have been the video that the police provided to you. Did it appear to be dash cam video?
It did appear to be dash cam video.
From the off-duty officer?
That's correct.
Yeah, were there any conversations with MPD as you any conversations with anyone at MPD?
Yes, there were officers that was present at the meeting from the MPD. They were more so present for providing the video, not so much to answer questions. But I think that once we got an opportunity to actually see the video, there weren't many questions. We had clarity as to what actually transpired. And the one thing I would add is that we would hope that one thing we will remember in the city of Milwaukee is this investigation. And as it relates to transparency, the production of video, Elijah Wilks, we're going to always remember that when there is wrongdoing, that we hope not to occur within any police department, but in any event that it does, we hope they are just as expedient with releasing the video as they were in this situation. So again, we just kind of keep that top of mind.
In some cases, the video can be redacted. We've seen in the past, was this raw video that you and the family got to watch?
There were redactions. I believe the information that was redacted was of the license plates and some maybe identifying information, but it does show exactly what took place.
No redactions in terms of just what happened?
Outside of like maybe faces, no. I think it was pretty clear.
What did the officer say?
You really couldn't hear. It was inaudible, I would say. You do hear Mr. Wilks mention something about, hey, you hit my car or something along the lines. But outside of that, you know, I don't recall. We heard it twice, but I think that the imaging of the actual video kind of superseded everything else. It's like you just kind of seeing that, but I don't recall anything specific.
And when he struck the officer to begin with, was with the gun? He hit him with the gun. Do you see that gun in the video?
Yes. Yeah, you can see it in the video.
Just to clarify,
Now, again, we saw the video twice. I don't recall specifically seeing an exchange of gunfire. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I did see him point the gun in the officer's direction for sure.
He pointed the gun before you saw the officer point his gun?
Yes, so he hits the officer with the gun first, and then after which he is like pointing the gun at that time, and that's when the officer responds.
Did it appear at any point the officer tried to administer aid to Elijah afterwards?
No, we did not see any aid administered at all. If we do have any complaint or gripe with the situation as a whole, is that there wasn't aid administered. We think that the video is clear that Elijah at some point was clearly not a threat, and that at that point, based in training, there should be aid administered. Now, would that have made a difference in this situation? I'm not, I don't really think so. But we think that it's important that officers are mindful that if you do have to use deadly force, that per guidelines and SOPs, that you should administer aid.
And I guess at this point, with your involvement in this, with this family that's still grieving, where do you go from here?
I don't think that, I think we will constantly monitor the investigation. I think that we've seen the pertinent parts. I don't see any claims being made at this time. I don't see any lawsuits or anything like that in the foreseeable future. I think this is a very unique chance and opportunity for a family to stand before the city of Milwaukee and to acknowledge what took place and take accountability for their loved one's actions. That's the same type of demeanor and conduct that we would expect the police department to also administer when their officer or employee is in the wrong. We would expect them to conduct themselves in a similar manner, just as this family has today. All right, thank you.